Yo, what's good, y'all? Just wanted to come at y'all with a video pretty much dealing with astrology. And I kind of wanted to break it down in a way that was more, I guess you can understand who you are in a better sense. Uh, just for us to like get a more deeper understanding of what our connection to the stars are and the planets are, and how we tend to act that out in our current life cycles. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I got some stuff on the board that I wrote. It's some notes, some for y'all. You can take whatever you want with it, but we gonna get deep into it. So what we have is a lot of people coming around and say, "Hey, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a Leo. I'm a Taurus." You know what I mean? But just looking at that, you're not getting a full picture of what you are, or what that person is. To get a better picture, I would say you got to get your natal chart done, or you can like do it for yourself. I could do it for a price. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, a natal chart is basically a snapshot of where the zodiac signs were when you were being born, and where the planets were. You know what I'm saying? And then you have your houses. You have 12 houses. And a 360-degree radius. Radius? That's what they call it? Yeah. And 360 degrees, every house, every zodiac is divided into 30 degrees, all adding up to 360. Now, with the snapshot that's been shown in your own natal chart, it will show that you are much more than whatever sign you claim to be. You know what I'm saying? It can literally be a lot of things, but we're gonna break it down in the video as I go along. So, y'all forgive me if I'm stumbling or talking too fast. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm still working on my communication skills. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, all right. So you got your this is the chart. All zodiac signs are around there. All 12. Some would say 13. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that you are wrong for considering 13 Ophiuchus, which is between Scorpio and Saturn, if given just depending on what your culture is, or your belief system is, or whatever. It is we're gonna get into that later. I just want to get the most basics out of the way first. So you got your planets, which would be in each of these houses. People say, all right, I got one sign, but I would say that three signs are the main identities, or definitions of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And it's your sun sign, which is what everybody's been pretty much going along with. It's what's in the horoscope and in the newspapers and all that. That's your sun sign. That is what is the first house that was pretty much shown on the day that you were born. The first house is your rising sign, which for this person will be Aries. And also Aries is the first zodiac sign. But your rising sign would be rising sign, aka sun sign, will be the sign that you have most associated with throughout your whole life. You know what I'm saying? For me, January 11th, I'm a Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? For this person, just to make it easier for y'all, I'll try to keep it with this. I try not to tailor it too much to myself. But all right. So you got this person is an Aries, and so it was the first house they're born into. You're always gonna be born into the first house. I'm saying, because there's a specific code of energy that plays out throughout all the zodiac signs and the planets that I'm getting into. But just to start this off, your rising sign, your ascendant sign. Your ascendant sign that's usually required to get your ascendant sign. You got to know what time you was born, or at least know which hour it might have been, or in the span of like 2 hours, because every 2 hours, the signs shift. You know what I'm saying, the clock turns every 2 hours, and if you can find a way to get that done, that'll help you in understanding what your ascendant sign is. while it is a very important aspect of it, of who you are, don't trip if you don't know what time you were born. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know what time they were born, but still have a very keen understanding of self. This, all this astrology stuff, it's all just to help you get an understanding of, how that plays out in your connection to the universe. You know what I'm saying? Shit, people talking about, man, but that sounds like so loose, man. It sounds pretty vague. You and no, depending on depending on if your Jupiter is and rulership of most of your houses, then yeah, you could say that. But if you want to actually build upon the fact that you can sense energy, you can sense who's coming around the corner, who's walking behind you. You can sense who's been talking to you. You can sense, like, if you're a mother, you can sense what kind of situation your child is in. If you can sense how other people are feeling, and if you can like connect all your senses to that, how you cannot connect in all of these different kind of energies? How you cannot connecting a fire element, a water element, or air element, or earth element? You know what I'm saying? It's just like cooking. You know what I'm saying? You go into, if you can taste, yeah, I can taste the ginger and the chutney, but I also taste the curry. I taste the potato. I taste the cumin spice. I mean, I can taste all that. It's just me focusing on that taste. Now, if you can just open your mind and focus on your sense, so you can get this. But besides all that, this stuff. Okay, then where I was at? Yeah, your rising sign, aka sun sign, your ascendant sign, which is basically the time that you were born. It shows which direct which first. Yeah, which first zodiac was shown to you. It's gonna be your personality. You know what I'm saying? Like people can be like, oh, let me give you the first three first. My bad, y'all. Rising, aka sun sign, ascendant sign, and your moon sign. All right, finally got there. Now your sun sign. I'm just say the sun sign for the rest of the video. It is who you pretty much are. You know what I'm saying? It's who you act like. You know what I'm saying? It's a representation of you, of your external self. It is your yang. You know what I'm saying? Not the yin, but the yang. And doing that, you got you also have your ascendant sign. Your ascendant sign is your personality. It's the very first kind of energy that you give off to somebody, especially when you first meet them. You know what I'm saying? That's why, I mean, like when you're first born, that first kind of energy that you got. You know what I'm saying? It can it can be just reflective in your initial behavior. You know what I'm saying? People usually assume you to be your what you call it, your ascendant sign at first, but they're spending time with you and all that stuff, they begin to see your sun sign. Which is what you like generally are in your own actions instead of your own impressions. You know what I'm saying? And then they get to learn your moon sign, depending on if you want to express that enough, depending on if you got enough what you call it, fire in your chart or whatever. But you my bad. But you definitely want to know your moon sign as well. Your moon is what I consider to be your yin. It's your emotions. Your all that is within you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you perceive action to happen, how you resonate with that. It's just your feeling. You can call it a filter as well. If I mean, let's say let's say that the sun is here, the earth is here, then the moon is here. The sun that is shining, yeah, it's getting past the earth, being more visible by the earth, but the moon is the absorber of light, projecting its own kind of energies within. It's something that not a lot of people see. It's so that's why they call it within. That's why it rules the waters, You know that a lot of people don't see the water coming, so it's too late. You know what I'm saying? It's how fluid that you are. Just depending on how you are inside. Like you might like say outside, yeah, I really want to. Like I know if somebody invites you to a party and you're like, hey man, you want to go? And, no, just out of no poor uh what you call it, self esteem or whatever. You might be like, yeah, yeah, I'll go. But then, I mean, inside you like you really don't want to go, and people can sense that. That's your moon. Your moon is saying that I really don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? But that's on you to work and figure out. You know, hopefully, this will help you get an understanding and you can see how you can develop or get an understanding of where you are. But no, we continuing on. Oh yeah, that's the three: your sun sign, descendant sign, and your moon sign. All right. So okay. So I mean, without okay, you got your signs, which are the zodiacs. The zodiacs show you how you do your shit. It shows you how a person is acting. It shows you how a person is expressing. No, you never hear anybody say, "Oh, he act like a Mars." No, you hear them saying, he act like a Aries, or he act like or she act like a Scorpio." Cause that's just how it's just more of your expression than anything. You know what I'm saying? And then you have your planets, which will be inside. Your planets are what you do, and and I guess in the sense that you express those kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Your planets are, I would say, a manifestation of, how you, what you call it, turn up or turn down. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I mean I haven't like named what the planets do, but the planets are the planetary bodies. They are the sun sign, the moon sign, the Mercury, hey, y'all learn this in elementary. You know, that's one thing they teach in school. I know they don't teach a lot, but I know they teach planets. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't teaching that Pluto is a planet anymore. But I mean, what give them the authority to say that? You know what I'm saying? But Pluto's still here, and they all have their own kind of expressions or qualities about them that tell an expression what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if I tell an angry person what to do, that's like the way that I express that to an angry person who, I mean, whether they're mad at me or not, I'm gonna tell them in my own way. In my what? I'm gonna tell them like, as like me, a Capricorn, me being a Capricorn, I'm very reserved. You know what I'm saying? People can perceive me as being detached. You know what I'm saying? And so being a Capricorn, I'm also like ruled by Saturn. Saturn, the Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Like all the zodiac signs and the planets have a certain connection with themselves, based on their own similar energies. But just back to the description I was given. Saturn is a planet that pretty much defines one's own sense of. Oh shit. Saturn defines one's own sense of limitations. You know what I'm saying? It's the planet that sets boundaries. No, it's the discipline. You know what I'm saying? So if I were to just express that along with some other planets, like let's not use the Capricorn with that then, since like I said, I don't want to make things too personalized with this video. But let's say if I was what you call it, a Cancer. You know what I'm saying? A Cancer being when I say that they're like the feely types, man. They like really in touch with their emotions and spreading how they feel with other people. You know what I'm saying? So if I was a Cancer who, in the Cancer part of the galaxy, if if a Saturn happened to be in the way of receiving that energy on the day that I was born, I would have Capricorn in my Cancer. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. Why am I still on Capricorn? I would have Cancer in my Saturn. You know what I'm saying? I would have some Cancer energy in my Saturn delivery box, which is full of that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Just to make things kind of more connecting with y'all. But no, and being with that, I know y'all tired of looking at this. But in being with that, yeah, Cancer and Saturn. Just being with that, you could say that I'll be the kind of person who, I really gotta train how to feel. You know what I'm saying? If you put me in a certain situation, I definitely want to be able to be comfortable in my own feelings. You know what I'm saying? Just to grab ideas from wherever I can in my own environment. But I would be really, like, I feel like I gotta train, man. Like that. I mean, that's the only way I could say it. I feel like I gotta buckle down. I feel like I gotta just, I mean, whether it's being me or being a parent. You know what I'm saying? And shit, if you a Cancer and you got like some Capricorn in your chart, then I mean you definitely one of those disciplining kind of parents. You know what I'm saying? You because especially like if you have like a real connection with your child, which I hope that a lot of y'all do. But that's how that kind of energy would play out. That's how that kind of soup would taste with this kind of vegetable. You know what I'm saying? It just, I mean, should think of it like that. But just to give a brief rundown of what that is. Yeah, you got your planets, you got your signs, then you also got your houses. My bad, I haven't given another description on that. But the houses are where your energy and where certain aspects of your life will take place. You know what I'm saying? You have some houses, like the first house is like your personality. You know what I'm saying? Another house could be I believe it's the eighth house. My bad, I don't memorize too much, but I do know sense still. And once I do know a sense for that word, it'll come to me. But I know your fourth house deal with relationships. Your 12th house will deal with sacrifice. Then you have another house dealing with death and career. All those things are, they're not what I would say specifically that, but they tend to draw people towards those kinds of paths in their lives, because there's like different realms of understanding in a lot of things, and depending on how you gravitate towards certain kind of situation will determine how you pretty much express things, think things, and do things, and also should interpret things as well. Perception. But I just to keep going. Now, depending on what kind of energy in your chart, not my bad. Depending on what kind of planet placements are in your chart, would also manifest in your own behaviors or thought patterns or whatever. Let me point this at the y'all. All right. Now for my notes, I wrote down that's some little definitions. Your conjunctions. All right, conjunctions. I define that as a blend, something subjective. Why? Because if you are born and you, like, I mean, all the planets aren't like, I mean, my bad, all the zodiac signs aren't side by side. No, they all have their different. One could be more far out than the other. One could be more closer than the other. All that kind of shit. But with that, with that happening in someone's chart, if you have a sign that is like oh my bad. That's my bad. Not zodiac signs, but yeah, zodiac signs. They still have their place in the galaxy, very similar to how planets have their own positioning in our galaxy. Then why I said the zodiac signs are in this galaxy? They're not. My bad, y'all. My bad. Work with me on communicating. Just okay. Why didn't I simplify this more? All right. Earth, Saturn, and what? Pluto. Pluto. Okay. Let's remember what I said earlier. 30 degrees and 30 degrees within what? Well, y'all can't answer me. 30 degrees in each sign. So if you know, kind of like born here, say you're at like the second degree, the fifth degree, whatever you want to say it. But let's say the fifth degree, and on this fifth degree you have Saturn, and on the even closer to the line, on this first degree, no, it could be 0, but on this first degree you would have. On this first degree, you have what you had, let's say Mars. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, on your first degree, you have Mars, and on your fifth degree, you have your Saturn. The way that will play out is what they call it a conjunction, the blend. You know what I'm saying? If you got two people talking in front of you, and they I'm just trying to communicate a message to you. Usually, coming from the same kind of place, right? So, with them two people talking in front of you, like, consider that shit a blend. It's subjective, but for people who have that in their chart, they have they can utilize both planets for their own means. They can be very successful with utilizing both Capricorn and Mars. My bad, man. Saturn and Mars. I'm just like getting the ruling planets mixed up sometimes. But it's the Saturn and Mars. So with those both blending together, your Saturn and your Mars, like what is Saturn? Saturn is the planet of discipline, the planet of setting boundaries for yourself, for your environment, or even for the way that you think. And then for your Mars is defined as a more energetic kind of energy. It's your sense of turn up. You know what I'm saying? So if your sense of turn up, depending on where it's placed in the chart, whether it be in a certain house, like let's say for instance just because it's easiest for most people, in your first house, which represents your personality, if you had your Mars and your Saturn in conjunction, then you would not only just have that blend, but you can be able to utilize both of those energies, which just to give an example of those energies combined, one would turn up in the instance of disciplining themselves. They would turn up in the instance of breaking down certain things for it to be more meaningful or connecting to the audience. You know what I'm saying? And they would have more of a bodily expression as well. More bodily expression than breaking down things. You know what I'm saying? So but people, you consider that a blessing, but also if you have that conjunction, then you gotta remember where you stand at. Also, you gotta be able to tell the difference between those different aspects of yourselves, or else you pretty much lose yourself in the mix. So stay wise about that. Then you have your sextile. Now your sextile, I put in poetry there just for those who know me, they know what I'm talking about. Sextile is what you call it. It's an aspect of you that is a talent, like a career talent, or a relationship talent, or is a communication talent, and all those different kind of talents, which depending on the planet. Like if you have a planet, what you call it. I really don't want to do expressions for every single one, but just to make things short and sweet. I know what kind of talent that I got. There's one specific one that I got. It's poetry. Poetry, which ain't a planet, but I'm saying if I have a real talent in something like something more, what planet? Mercury and Mars, then that sextile, that sextile would be like, okay, I have talents in using expressive communication. pretty much. I have my ability to use my image is gonna be more on a on a on a accepting level. You know what I'm saying? And that's because that's something that I choose to recognize in myself. So I'm really gonna make that happen. You know what I mean? So that's your sextile. Your square is something I'll say that you have. It's a place that you got to get to. Like if your Mars sextiled your Venus, then your Mars would be like, well this kind of trait will play out like I really gotta use my the way that I choose to express myself, the way that I choose to turn up. I'm gonna use that in a creative way to express my pleasures, whether it be to myself or to other people. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna show in my actions how I connect in these kind of relationships. You know what I'm saying? So, but if that were squared, my bad, y'all. I just did a little bit of conjunction there. But if it was squared, then I would have what pretty much a issue trying to express that. I'll have an issue trying to making the initiative to my own relationships. Like if I know that I like something, but I ain't making the effort to enjoy it, that's something I gotta learn. That's a square. You know what I'm saying? If somebody ain't if I ain't learn how to fight for the things that I want to do, and I'm just like kind of chill with it, that's a square. I'm a square if I do that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's what a square is. A trine. All right, something where it's where you can have two planets working together, but those two planets, you can consciously choose which kind of planet energy. What you can consciously choose which kind of energy you want to go with. You know what I'm saying? It might not be used all the time. You might just use it for a while or leave it in the backseat of your mind for a while. But you always know how to do it. It's just not something you put emphasis on. You know what I'm saying? But you do have that kind of energy. That's what a trine is. You know what I'm saying? And also opposition. Now, okay, what was I talking about earlier? I had the two people who are talking in front of you. Usually they come with the same kind of message, the same kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you're in a conversation with people, they in front of you trying to relay a message to you, they talking to your ass. But that's what you call a conjunction. An opposition is an opposite of that. You have one person behind you trying to tell you something, and another person in front of you trying to tell you something else. That's a planet. Now, that opposition, it can give people problems. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know how to work with those. Let's say your Jupiter was in opposition to Mercury. All right, you don't know how to communicate your ideas. You might have a lot going on inside, but you don't know how to verbally express that. You don't know how to relay that message to other people. You know what I'm saying? You can have you can have the answer to something, but you don't know how to tell the teacher how you did it. You know what I'm saying? But you got that. You had that understanding. If you try to write it down on paper, maybe that'd be like the first lesson in doing that. But you ain't too keen on getting up in front of class and breaking that down. If you're untrained in that kind of opposition, you know what I'm saying. But you can always choose what to tap into and what to tap out of. You know what I mean? So don't get too sad if you got a lot of squares and oppositions in your chart. They're all about learning. They're all about understanding what has an influence on you. If your will is that strong enough, you know what I'm saying? If you know, especially if you got that Libra energy, you know what I'm saying? Shit, even that Leo, you're gonna. No, I mean, shit, a lot of fire elements. I would say if you got a lot of that, then I'm sure you can tap into the ones that might have less influence on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking about the planets in your chart, not about the ones that are not shining, that are not, you know, placing the emphasis on your behavior. You know what I'm saying? You have an awareness of everything. You can choose to, you know, copycat yourself after whatever you like, but you know, that's all on. Like, this is just your skill, you know, your skill set. You know what I mean? You know, you play Tekken, you see what they strong at. One's better at high kicking, one's better at jumping, one's better at projectiles. This is all just you. You know what I'm saying? So, this is I'm gonna give a breakdown of what you call it, the zodiac signs on the next video, on the next upload, because I don't want to have this shit too long. But you know, hopefully y'all enjoyed it. You know, see y'all next time. Peace.